No, my baby. The Shogun shotgun. I would play the crap out of that.
Attention.
I feel like the reason why it wasn't brought in here sooner.
I have eyes on an enemy tank.
That's one of their tanks!
I think the reason why it wasn't brought in here sooner was because of the fact that... Sorry, mate. It was the fact that they were saving up expansion. Also, I haven't seen this thing's reload yet. I'm disappointed. Oh yeah, here's the new double barrel flare gun. It has a small range. But it sticks to everything. Like Sleepy. See? On to the Chow Chat, which I have played with this a little bit, and let me just... And here's my overall review of it. Oh, yes!
Attention. Objective easy is now
I don't know
under
what
our
this thing
control.
does. Apparently, it's like a regular grenade launcher, but it has a little bit of a delay. Okay. My overall review with it, damage is insane. The recoil is insane. And my review, insane out of insane. Okay, on to the Shogun. I have not touched this thing yet. Oh! Oh! Alright. I'll be the best.
Bruh.
Oh, need some more Shogun. And also, try out these new mine. Grab it! Alright, they stuck to him, both of them.
Enemy forces are taking objective easy.
Oh, 17 damage! Holy crap, that's pretty good!
Yeah, probably a story. You want to hear, Killer? Story time with Sleepy.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Story Times with Sleepy. Ugh, this voice impression is sh**. Alright, let Sleepy, start your story.
So around 9 o'clock, we woke up right as a normal breakfast at this weird cabin. It was like a weird secluded hotel. We had a lot of Napoleon stuff. We had like a clothes he had. It was pretty interesting, but around, we got on the bus around 10. It was like a 2-hour drive from the actual Normandy beach. But, about the Normandy beach, at first we met a couple veterans. He gave a speech, and it was really interesting speech because he told about his experience. And she was airborne. He was a 101st Airborne Division guy, right? So he freaking jumped out of those airplanes, C-47. It was a C-47, right, Delta? Skytrain?
Yes, sir.
Okay, C-47, and he did the whole band. He did the whole Mohawk thing. So he freaking he said a pretty fun shave his head like that, but nevertheless, we met with him. Then we also met a German guy. We actually met a German tank commander of a Panzer IV.
Ooh.
I think it was a Delta, which is the one with the 75, the long 75, and the side skirt, the F2 or the.
That would be the F2.
Yeah, the F2 has no side skirts though.
I don't remember. One of them does.
Well, it has
and
the
maybe
F2
the F2
gun.
late.
Yeah, the F2 late period one. So it had the side skirts. The side skirts were basically little armor on the side of the tank because the Germans realized, oh crap, the M18 bazooka the tank from the side. So they added that. And
Sleepy, you got a tiger pushing you.
Yep.
Yeah, there's 2 tanks up here.
Oh,
Got good
I'm
hits
not
on the
gonna do this
Tiger.
tank.
Okay,
So
continue.
we heard this speech from the Prime Minister of France, Macron, if I'm saying his name right. It was in French, so we had subtitles on the big screen because we were sitting down in rows, right? This is before Corona, so we had a big crowd of people. And Trump, in his awesome fashion, he decided, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to land on the grass and make sure everyone knows Air Force, whatever the helicopter name is right there. And he walks with Melania. Barron did not attend it. I don't think he did, if I recall correctly.
One more hit on that tank, he's dead.
And Macron gave his speeches. To be honest, I like Macron's speech since he actually read a letter of a French partisan, which was really interesting
you know
to
your
hear.
history.
Yeah. And, Okay, I guess. Then, we ended up, this, what frick, the
Oh,
81st
frick.
Airborne Division guy, he decided he was singing this song. It was like, kind of like the Glory song, like Glory, yeah, whatever, but it was like, kind of like the Airborne version of it. I don't know if anyone knows it, but he was singing that with a couple of veterans, and it was pretty funny to see that, like, veterans and him hanging out was pretty cool. And we saw like a lot of air shows. It's basically what's any crap? Delta, what's the French modern day airplane they use? Isn't it like the Tornado? I know that's too old.
I don't know. I think it's the.
I think it's the
I
F-15.
think they use the Eurofighter Typhoon.
Yeah, the Eurofighter. It was a Eurofighter, and they had the French flag, then the U.S. flag, and the C-130
Yep.
Hercules. A whole fleet of them, a whole squadron of them, started flying over
They go
Normandy
further.
beaches and stuff. And after that, another
Oh,
C-47 Skytrains, like all the owners of the Skytrains to this day met up and told, you know what, we're gonna fly in formation like they did in June 6, 1944.
Sleepy,
going
there's
to
a
Omaha
Puma right in
Beach.
front of you.
Omaha Beach, then Utah Beach. Sadly, I didn't go to Juneau, Gold, or Gold. Other one called, it's like Swordfish. Yeah, Swordfish.
All right.
And it was really interesting. And I ended up getting sand and stuff. I got 2 vials of sand. One from Omaha, another from Utah. Then we ended up going to the museum, and I ended up seeing a Jag Panzer. It's basically the
Wow.
German anti-tank. It was used to combat the British Valentine, I believe. It's on the Panzer 38T chassis, but they decided to make the armor slanted at a 90-degree angle. They got some more shells. Hey, don't you know what I'm talking about? The Panzer
Yeah.
38T, but it's a Jag Panzer 38T. It was that one. And I also saw a B-26 Marauder. It's really rare, but not many exist to this day. It was really interesting. Then we went to this whole documentary about Omaha Beach and Juneau and Gold and Swordfish. And what was really sad, what I saw, is this World War II veteran. He's around like at least 96. I think he was one of the guys that dropped on the beach. He was on like the 3rd wave of troops. He miraculously survived. He said he didn't know how he survived, and he told me that he wasn't a medic.
body.
He was not a medic, but he, instead of pushing forward, he kept going back to save people who was shot on the beaches, and he started crying, telling me this story. He said that he tried to pick so many soldiers, but he ended up getting shot in the arm, and sadly, he tried saving this one guy whose arm was literally torn off, and he was screaming for his mom, which is really sad to hear. Then he also told me he knows around 25 of his friends who are buried
Monaco.
in Omaha. It's really sad to hear as well.
And you did all the last weekend or this week?
It was last year.
Oh, last
Today.
year. Okay.
Today of last year.
Well, that was pretty interesting. Thank you for that talk. Flames! Well, okay, so my review of the pistol flamethrower, flames. That is it. But no, for real, it feels a bit weak. Because you saw what I did. I engulfed that dude in flames, and he still didn't go down. Okay. My review of the Johnson. Hits like a truck, a little bit less damage than the M1 Garand. Well, actually, it does the same exact damage with that heavy load. Definitely feels like the M1 Garand, just with bigger sights, and so yeah, I definitely would. This isn't a proper review. I'm just giving you my opinion on them. Maybe a bit less on the recoil, and then I would be fine. But other than that, yeah, it's a pretty good gun. Definitely worth. Yeah, it's pretty worth the wait. Such a sleepy, my guy. The most American thing you could do.